Well, Gene Kroeger started the company back in 1972. At that time, it was 4 or 5 men. A few years after that, John Rhodes came to Iowa City and became one of his agents. They went in partnership. They called it Rhodes-Kroeger. In 1979, I came to work for Gene Kroeger as a part-time agent, and it was in 1982 that I was asked by 2 other companies to open companies with them, Blanca McCune and Jerry Ambrose. I went to Gene's office, told him that I was thinking about opening up a company with other people, and he said, "That's not gonna happen. You're staying here, and it's gonna be Lepic-Kroeger." I was so excited, went home and told my wife, called my parents and said, "You won't believe this. Not only am I gonna be an owner of a real estate company, but it's gonna be named after me, Lepic-Kroeger, and I get to be Gene Kroeger's partner." So that's how it started. I went in his office the next day, handed him a sign. It said, Lepic-Kroeger Realtors. He goes, "That means we're partners?" I said, "It does. And I'm calling Marva Abel tonight. She's at Sherman Richardson Realtors. I'm gonna ask her if she'll come to this company." He goes, "You're not even a partner yet. We have him." I said, "Yep, but I'm gonna get the best. She's the best woman in the industry right now. I want her on my team." He goes, "Seriously, you're gonna come in here and already you're gonna start stealing agents from other companies?" I said, "I'm a coach. You forgot. At that time, I was the wrestling coach, football coach, and track coach at West High School. I recruited kids every day to come out for my teams. It was nothing different. I wanted to recruit, I wanted to have the best, and I wanted to have the best woman on my team." I called Marva that night. She said, "I'm in, let's do it." So Gene and I finished our conversations. We announced to everybody it was going to be Lepic-Kroeger Realtors. 2 nights later, at midnight, we snuck Marva Abel out of her office.
Tom and another agent moved my desk after the other real estate company had closed for the day. I believe the move happened after dark, and my new office was going to be in the lower level, because at the time, all Lepic-Kroeger agents were in the lower level of 500 South Dubuque Street.
Carried all of our furniture from the 3rd floor down, put it in our office, and we had our first lady agent, and we were off and running.
Gene Kroeger had set a tone for good business sense and treated agents with fairness. Tom pursued aggressive marketing and encouraging that we would keep in touch with past and current clients. They were both interested in helping me succeed. Gene would stop in and ask how it was going with my clients. Tom started weekly meetings and promoted educational classes.
We had people, a lot of people from different companies calling us, seeing us grow, wanting to be part of our company. We went from when the day that I agreed to be a partner with Gene Kroeger, we had a total, Gene and I and 5 other agents. That was it, all men. We quickly grew from 5 people to 15 people, and things were really starting to go well. I went into Gene's office one day and I said, we only had the lower level of Dubuque Street at that time, and I said, we've got to take over the upstairs, and we need that space. He said, "You're kidding." I said, "Nope, we've got to do that. We've got to hire more employees. We've got to get people to help out." We had 1 secretary. Her name was Denise Scholl, and she was fantastic, but her workload was crazy. I said, we've got to get more people here to help her. We've got to find people to help us market." He goes, "Oh my gosh, what'd I get myself into?" Laughing. He was so excited. We took over the upstairs. We had that for a few years, and John Rothman was one of our agents, but he was mostly a builder. I went into his office one day and I said, "Let's talk to Gene." He goes, "About what?" I said, "We need to move." He goes, "Move from here?" I said, "Yep. And you and Gene, you have the experience. You guys need to figure out where we're gonna go. We know we have the land. We just need to figure out what we're gonna build and how we're gonna do it."
In 1996, our current building at 2346 Mormon Trek Boulevard was built. It was designed to have an appealing exterior and interior, with an excellent location and wonderful visibility. I was promoted from the lower level of the Dubuque building to the top floor of the Mormon Trek building. The new offices, in combination with experienced agents, produced a successful atmosphere to promote our presence in the community.
The family atmosphere at work is so important. That way, everybody there understands the success of the person next to them is their success. As the person next to them is growing, it's going to help you grow. You want nothing more than every single person in the office to go home at night, be happy, be successful. It's pretty simple. It goes from my coaching days, and that is, if one person succeeds, we all succeed, and if one person doesn't succeed, it's going to hurt all of us. So there's no question that the owners at Lepic-Kroeger now understand that. They're local, they're extremely smart to realize working with the community, making sure that you take the success of your company, you help other parts of the community, you give back to other parts of the community, you show that how much you appreciate what the community's done for you, in the same way giving back to them. And Lepic-Kroeger does a great job with that as well.
I'm Jeff Dill, and I'm one of the proud partners here at Lepic-Kroeger Realtors. I've been practicing real estate for 29 years, and 25 of those years are right here at LKR. I chose this company years ago because I admired the people and I respected the owners. And I really liked how they did business, how they conducted their business. They partnered with a lot of developers and builders, and they utilized all their resources wisely to support their clients. I also liked that they were a local company name. So now, moving forward, we're celebrating our 50th anniversary. I want to make sure we thank and recognize Tom Lepic, the late Gene Kroeger, and all of those who were here before us that laid the groundwork and built the reputation that LKR enjoys. LKR still embodies all of those principles and elements today. We have some of the best agents, and they continue to be our most valuable asset. They bring their style, their different skills that they have to the table. They're always willing to share it with each other, and that's what makes our company stronger. We have gone through so much change over those 50 years, as you can imagine. We've recently gone through a rebranding campaign that has revised our logo and allowed us to put the emphasis on LKR. LKR not only will stand for Lepic-Kroeger Realtors, but allows us to follow a motto that we call leadership, knowledge, and results. And that has been a great thing that we've tried to embrace. We've also worked on having our meetings in a hybrid fashion. So that means that we have agents present and agents at home that can join in, and that brings us a lot closer together. So great access. We've added an agent advisory committee, and that committee has provided invaluable input and feedback from our agents. We have a monthly roundtable where we discuss best practices and we change our topics pretty much on a monthly basis as well. And we have agents that live in lots of different communities. So LKR today expands beyond the borders of Johnson County, and we serve communities north, south, east, and west of the greater Iowa City area, which is really a good thing. As we talked about being leaders, we have agents here who serve on the board of directors and other leadership roles at the state, local, and now the national level as well. I want to make sure and recognize Rich Vogelzang, our managing broker. Rich has been here with us for 7 years. He provided great leadership, comfort, stability when we needed it the most. He's been fantastic. And Rich, the great story about Rich is that he hired me 29 years ago. So fast forward over 20 years, it was such a special thing because I got to be a part of the process of hiring him. Rich will retire here at the end of the year, but he will remain at LKR as an agent, which is wonderful because we'll still be able to rely upon him as a resource. And moving forward, that leads us into our new managing broker, Eric Malloy. Eric has owned his own company, and he has led at the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors as president, and he is now the second vice president for the Iowa Association of Realtors. So we look forward to Eric's leadership. So on behalf of my partners, Mike Jensen, Terry Larson, Rich Hatch, I want to thank our agents, our staff, our business partners, our clients, and all the communities that we serve for helping us celebrate this wonderful 50-year milestone. I want you to consider that LKR is a lifelong friend that will always strive to be there for you as a great leader, always looking for the best knowledge, and always trying to deliver the results that you can count on.
We appreciate you coming tonight and celebrating with us.
Cheers to the next 50 years.